I always say this is one of my top 10 songs, and out of Prince's catalog, I'm going to go outside the Vintage Trouble sort of boundary with Prince, but for me personally, in Prince's catalog, I can argue you'll get a top 20 that'll change from 2 to 20 will change based on the day. With Prince in my personal catalog, but number one never changes with me, and that's The Beautiful Ones. And there's just something that he just does there's something that he does where he's talking to the girl, and the beautiful ones, paint a perfect picture, and the beautiful ones, they crash it every time. And it's just that whole thing where when he gets to the point where the song breaks open, there's actually a coming storm that you feel if you listen to what he's doing. He's in the synths, and it's these 80s synths, but what he does is the synth starts to slowly get more dissonant to tell you there's an impending storm that's coming. And what happens is then the song starts to use these kind of these minor intervals in between them, and it gets really, really dark before it opens up. And then he does things on the vocal at about 3.5 minutes in that no normal human can do.
I know exactly what you mean.
And the song, it turns into this real kind of, it's this beautiful song, and then it turns into this fucking mess to where he's just tearing everything down, and it's like nothing else, in all of his catalog. And I love it because it goes places, and then at the end it sets you down almost like this. It turns into, it's lovemaking, it turns into real fiery hot sex, it turns into madness to where you're really, really mad at each other, and then it turns into like you're having a cigarette and you're fading out at the end of this, and it does it all in one song, like no other song that I know.
Which song was that?
The Beautiful Ones were Prince. And so but again, I get back to sort of sentiment and how he says something. 3.5 minutes into that song, he's asking her, do you want him or do you want me? Because I want you. And I may not know where I'm going, but I know what I am and I know what I need. And it's just this thing where he's got this conviction that he's putting out there, and it's like it just makes me cry every time I listen to it. It's such a heart wrencher. So there's that one, and then the last one, I'm gonna go.